20th anniversary of 9/11, 2 decades after thousands of lives were lost, remains a symbol of hope living on today with the roots across the entire world, including here in 21 countries.
A month after the 9/11 attacks, while rescue workers were digging through the rubble, one of the trees still had life in it. And the tree was removed from the site and replanted in the Bronx and nursed back to health. It's known as the survivor tree because it was one of the few things that actually survived the collapse of the 2 buildings.
At a sanctuary for those who lost their lives in the line of duty is a tree, rooted and resilient, born from our nation's darkest days.
I remember telling my wife as soon as it was coming down that you realize how many firemen just died, knowing that they were inside those buildings and they were going up as everybody else was coming down. And then when it was over, to realize how many firefighters they lost that day, it was actually more than we have on our department today.
Dennis Gear, a Fort Wayne firefighter himself, played a key role in bringing offspring of that survivor tree to the Law Enforcement Firefighters Memorial.
It's a living tribute of what went on that day.
Back then, it was just a small plant raised as a seedling, but it had a big ceremony, an escort from Elkhart, and it was planted here among hundreds of American flags on September 11th, 2018.
All the trees came with a medallion. On one side is the agricultural high school that raised the seedlings for this program, and then the other side is the Bartlett Tree Service, who was very instrumental with getting this all started also. And there's a number on here, registration number. Our tree happens to be 772 at the 9/11 Museum in New York. You can actually look up where all these seedlings are, what cities they're in.
So in a way, it sends branches all around the world, connecting Fort Wayne to other cities digitally, and to Ground Zero too.
Kids that are 20 and under, teenagers, weren't around when it happened, so it's history to them, ancient history. It's easy to forget. Hopefully we don't ever forget what happened.
And as time marches forward, that tree will grow bigger and stronger, a symbol of life and hope out in 21 countries.
From tragedy, there is life, and this is proof that there was some life that did come out of that tragedy, and we actually have a piece of it here.
And tomorrow we want to tell you flags will be available at the memorial so you can put them in the ground and pay your respects to the 9/11 victims.